beautiful. People want to see her. That's why we put her on page one.
Tabloids have a tizzy covering the bikini that's covering Princess Di. Entertainment Tonight suits up for Friday, the 16th day of August, 1991. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. I'm John Tesh. Mary Hart has the day off today. And there was big news breaking all over the world this week, but you would never have known it by looking at the British tabloids. They featured splashy color coverage of Princess Di in a bikini. With banner headlines like, "What a Di-ful," another lovely Di in paradise, and Di-kini, the British tabloids are going bonkers over Princess Diana's bikini. The news of the royals' Mediterranean holiday has even knocked coverage of Mideast hostage talks off the front page. Some are calling Charles and Diana's vacation their second honeymoon. But it's the splashy pictures of Di's colorful bikini that's riveting the public's attention. Daily Star editor Brian Hitchens says the British simply can't get enough of their beautiful princess.
Who would you rather see? Perez de Cuellar or Diana? She's beautiful. People want to see her. That's why we put her on page one.
All the news coverage has triggered a run on that particular style of bikini. The swimsuit is actually an Aztec gold model made by Janssen in America. The company's Janet Steinke says there's a reason it looks so good on Diana.
It's a soft molded cup. A lot of bras that are out there in the market right now are hard cups. And this one has a soft cup that we especially fit to our models. And it has an underwire for support. And the trunk is high-waisted. It comes up onto your hip area, or up to your waist, actually. And it's a little lower leg. So there's not, even though it's a two-piece or a bikini, it's not really all that revealing.
The company says Diana bought her suit out of a catalog, along with several others, after she saw them on a visit to the U.S. Janssen's Carl Malo says he started getting non-stop phone calls about the bikini as soon as the story broke in England.
We've sold out of it completely. There may be a few left in stores, but I imagine they're going to go fast.
Those Di-kinis sold for $65 here in the U.S. before the supply ran out. If you want one now, your best bet is Australia, where they are still in plentiful supply. 2 years ago, Chris Burke was an elevator operator. Then his career became stuck on the up button, leading to a remarkable journey to stardom on the television series Life Goes On. Today's Inside Story takes you along for the inspirational ride. When Christopher Burke was a baby, doctors told his parents their son was not like other children. He was born with Down syndrome. While not significantly impaired, Chris would end up performing academically at a 5th grade level. As he grew up, Chris had a dream to be an actor. And today, he is proof indeed that dreams can come true.
Hi, Jose. Hey, pal, how are you, huh?
2 years ago, Chris was working as an elevator operator and teacher's aide at a school for disabled children in New York City. He had been corresponding with another actor with Down syndrome, whose mom recommended him to the creators of the series Life Goes On. When he first spoke to Entertainment Tonight, he had just found out that his show would be on ABC's fall schedule.
This is my my first dream come true. It's really great.
Today, Chris lives in Hollywood and is entering his 3rd season as Corky Thatcher on Life Goes On. For him, life is different, but he believes that fame and success have not changed him.
I don't really feel like, like an idol, to people with Down syndrome or to handicaps. But to me, I love to be like, just a regular person. Dad, I don't understand. Is he the boss? Or are we the boss?
The series is about a family who goes through life's trials and tribulations, and Chris plays the son with Down syndrome who makes the leap from special education to public high school, something that Chris himself never did. Each day, his dad, Frank, brings him to the studio where the series is shot. He goes through the paces of makeup and wardrobe, just like any other actor, and spends a lot of time learning his lines.
My mom says to me, Chris, you always want to be an actor. You always want to be on stage. I remember that, since I was little. But now everything's changed, and now I have this great career that really means an art to me.
Give people with Down syndrome a chance to contribute.
Chris has become a role model to many, and President Bush considers himself one of his fans. When they made a public service announcement together, Chris found out that he had a lot to talk about with the chief executive.
I love him because he's a big country music fan like I am. And that really means a lot to me. And I think it's really great, that you both have, like, something in common, in music.
Chris and his parents now rent a beautiful home in the Hollywood Hills and are looking forward to the publication of a new book about his life. Frank Burke says although Chris doesn't seem to be overwhelmed by the family's new life, he is.
Frequently, we still looking at each other and say, what are we doing out here? How did we get here? You know? But we're getting accustomed to it.
And Chris's mom, Marion, believes that her son is as kind and caring a person now as he was before he became a star on Life Goes On.
He has such a wonderful feeling for others who are as handicapped or less handicapped or more handicapped than he is. And that's when I know nothing has gone to Chris's head, because he can do so much good, and he really loves those people, and he encourages them to do their best, the same as he has done.
He says he'd love to begin a country music career in the future, but until then, life is good for Chris Burke. He's going to celebrate his 26th birthday later this month. And although he doesn't like to admit it, he is a hero to countless people.
I like to be a role model to all those who are handicapped and not handicapped, and teenagers. That really means a lot to me.
Chris Burke's book, A Special Kind of Hero, will be out in October. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to the National Down Syndrome Society. Now, on our Inside Story on Monday, we're going to take a look at carnivals. They are tawdry, tacky, gaudy, and cheap. And carnival sideshows are the longest-running attractions of show business.
I like it. The more weird they think I am, the better.
Step right up and take a look behind the sideshow scenes. That's the Inside Story Monday right here on Entertainment Tonight. Coming up next, buyer beware. We'll get to the bottom of the case of the confusing magazine covers. And later, a look backstage at all the last-minute preparations for the Miss Teen USA pageant.
Make me your baby. Touch me and maybe you'll see how baby soft you can be. Make me your baby.
Johnson's baby powder. Feels soft as the day you were born.
Mom, you're not gonna believe it.
I spilled grape juice on the carpet.
That's okay.
But we don't have stain-resistant carpet.
I know.
She uses Resolve carpet cleaner with DuPont Teflon. With Resolve, even grape juice comes out easily. For tough carpet stains,
Mom! That's okay.
get Resolve with Teflon. And for cleaning your whole carpet, there's Resolve Foam Carpet Cleaner.
Beautiful.
For your whole carpet, get Resolve Foam.
Of course, the secret's always been people. I mean, people are why we're here. But today, life's so fast, impersonal, so you go overboard. Shoot, we tell people, pastor us. It's okay.
We're singing a new song because it's a new day.
I'm Dave Schuster, Albertsons store director for 20 years. But this isn't really my store.
Albertsons, it's your store.
On the next Lemire's Outdoors, we head north to Alaska.
Good looking fish, huh? You go on, Charlie, and we'll catch your big brother.
And we do. We also find good char fishing and bear.
Yo, bear!
And great views of the real last frontier.
Now this is living.
It is the good life on the next Lemire's Outdoors.
Sunday at 6:30 on Channel 8.
Some of the biggest magazines in the country have come up with a new way to attract attention, and it means you can't tell a magazine by its cover. The latest weapon in the magazine wars is double covers like these, different cover photos to attract different readers. Most of the country will see this cover on Ladies' Home Journal next month, featuring cancer survivors Ann Gillian and Betty Ford. But the Journal is going with an alternate cover of Burt Reynolds and wife Lonnie Anderson in southern states, where Burt's series Evening Shade, set in a small southern town, is especially popular. Editor-in-Chief Myrna Blythe says the marketing technique makes sense.
A cover is a poster. You want to attract the most amount of people to a magazine that really will appeal to them. And that's really what we're trying to do.
Spy Magazine's September issue has 2 covers as well. The original, featuring an expose on Louisiana politician David Duke's tie to the Ku Klux Klan, was scrapped in most of the country. Editor Kurt Anderson replaced it with a spoof of Demi Moore's infamous Vanity Fair pose, featuring pregnant hubby Bruce Willis.
We'd already shot one cover, the Ku Klux Klan cover, and had gotten such a demand for it from our southern magazine stands and wholesalers that we decided to go with it in that region. And the Bruce Willis cover was a terrific, strong, once a year kind of idea that we decided to go with in the rest of the country.
Esquire hit newsstands across the nation with 2 versions, side by side. Editor David Hershey says the 2 faces of David Letterman will make this issue a classic.
Hopefully people will want to buy both issues as a collector's item and hand them down to their children. I know I will.
So far, America can't decide which David Letterman cover they like best. In fact, one newsstand tells us many people are buying both. Tom Cruise, Mel Gibson, Sean Connery, all those guys have had to live up to People magazine calling them the sexiest man in the entire world. This year, it's Patrick Swayze's turn. Patrick Swayze has made acting an education, daring to dirty dance, become a ghost, and catch a wave. But according to People magazine, all that takes a back seat to being the sexiest man alive. The issue has Patrick's mom calling him just an ordinary down-home kid from Texas, his wife proudly proclaiming her excitement when her hubby scores big with a steamy love scene, and Swayze himself admitting sex on screen is still much scarier to do for him than any adventurous stunt. Despite the pressure of being the sexiest man alive, Swayze told us he's just doing his job.
You know, I don't believe I'm God's gift, but I'm just working my brains out to try to become the best I can be.
By the way, that issue hits newsstands on Monday. Now, you get more than just a magazine when you pick up the new copy of Elle. Forget the perfume samples. You get a perfume video here, sort of an early version of Smell-O-Vision. This almost wordless 2.5-minute commercial for Estee Lauder's brand new Spellbound fragrance marks a U.S. marketing first. The video cassette promo will be attached to selected copies of Elle. Estee Lauder President Robin Burns has the breakdown.
Well, we've manufactured about 250,000 video cassettes. Many of them will be mailed directly to customers' homes, and about 14,000 of them will appear on the Elle magazines in 10 cities. The rest of them will be mailed to customers in about 93 cities across the United States.
The perfume conglomerate teamed up with this particular magazine because Elle had done a similar venture in Italy, because Burns felt that no one could ignore a free surprise cassette complete with blotter, printed story, and order form in their mailbox.
I know how I feel at night when I get my mail. I get a huge, huge stack of mail. And I think for sure if I got a video cassette, it would be pulled out and singled out. And I would then be very curious.
Burns says in this highly competitive perfume market and in our busy times, if a sales pitch smells right, buyers just might go for it.
This is an effective way that certainly reaches customers in a way that suits their lifestyle for the 90s. And I think it'll be very much a part of the future.
Well, the cheapest bottle of Spellbound goes for $35. The 1-ounce size cost $200. Summer in the city never gets any better than last night in the Big Apple. Paul Simon said there were people as far as the eye could see for his free concert in Central Park. Crammed New York's favorite park for the evening of free music.
When I'm accustomed to a smooth ride, maybe I'm a dog that's lost his bite.
It was the 22nd anniversary of Woodstock, and the vibes were just as good. On a warm night, the good-humored multitudes clapped, danced, and batted beach balls to the rhythm of Simon's 17-piece band. The music brought together a crowd made up of different ethnic groups and ages.
I'm a great fan of Paul Simon ever since I was yay high.
I remember Paul Simon. I'm an old man, but I brought my daughter and her friend here.
The event was also carried live on 200 radio stations and HBO, which even had color commentators.
I can't believe I'm in the park and not getting hurt.
The song list was a mixture of new music. It was a night to remember. $400,000 was donated to New York City by Time Warner, which owns Paul's record company. Some of the money will cover concert expenses. The rest will go to the City Parks Foundation.
Oversized cotton knit tops at leading specialty stores, $20. Now at Ross, $12. Cotton print shirts and casual pants at specialty stores, $25. Now at Ross, $10.
Fashion wash jeans from America's hottest names. At department stores, $54. Now at Ross, $26. At Ross, every day, the only difference is the price.
Who's going to give you the great taste of summer? Dairy Queen. Like the great taste of non-fat yogurt or some of the coldest soft drinks around, Dairy Queen. And here's a summertime taste treat you'll find only at Dairy Queen. It's our grilled chicken sandwich. We're talking about a whole filet chicken breast, skinless, grilled for health, and served with a light mayonnaise and a whole wheat bun. It's less than 300 calories. It's light, it's right. It's another great taste of summer available only where we treat you right. Dairy Queen.
I mean, it tastes like cheese.
What did you expect from Bernstein's? Just another low-fat dressing? This is 95% fat-free, light, fantastic cheese fantastico.
Cheesy.
2 P's and an R. Provolone, Parmesan, and Romano.
Oh, you tell me it's low fat, but I can't believe it.
Bernstein's Light Fantastic Cheese Fantastico is 95% fat-free but loaded with cheese.
Where others skimp, we splurge.
This isn't fat-free.
It's 95% fat-free.
No, it isn't. It has too much flavor.
What is sexy about a man 28 years old, lives home with his mother, drives a big blue work van?
Next Sally, they can't stand their mother's boyfriends.
He's a very good-looking guy, nice body, and the chemistry is there. I offered to go to, like, a senior prom and find her a date if she wanted to. I said, Mom, where's my TV?
What was I going to say? My boyfriend stole it?
It's mother versus daughter when they hate their mom's dates.
This is not an easy show.
Next Sally.
Monday at 4.
Rehearsals will be underway all weekend for the upcoming Miss Teen USA pageant. Our own Lisa Gibbons is co-hosting this year with the forever young Dick Clark, and she reports from backstage with all those teen dreams.
These gorgeous and talented young women have converged this week on Biloxi, Mississippi. Now, they may look carefree, but there's plenty on their minds: winning, live TV, and all that beauty.
I think it's incredible to see these beautiful girls. I have never seen so many at one time. It's great.
When Dick Clark and I arrived on Mississippi Gulf Coast, 2 mayors welcomed us, one with keys to the city. It has our names on it, too.
Bigger than me.
Mine opens more doors. Of course, while Dick and I were having a good time, these teens were rehearsing like mad, or were supposed to be anyway.
Did you hear what I said over there?
Yes.
So the girls are nervous, they're excited, they're having a lot of fun, but they're also looking at the more serious side of pageants, and these teenagers definitely feel that contests like this have a place in the 90s.
It's just a good time to test yourself, to see if you can stay who you are through all the competing against other girls and competing against yourself. And if you can stay the person that you are the whole time through, you're a winner.
The hosts have to rehearse as well, and one of us seemed a bit more perfectly prepared than the other.
You name it, we got it. You memorize this, you're supposed to be reading it.
But Dick and I agree, these girls are wise beyond their years.
I came out here, flew out here all on my own, no chaperone or anything, so it was just a real way to test my independence.
The winner will receive $150,000 in cash and prizes. Lisa Gibbons, Entertainment Tonight.
Thanks, Lise. And that teen queen will be crowned this coming Monday night on CBS. Switching over to public television now, a spin-off of the highly acclaimed series The Civil War has attracted an all-star musical lineup.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
On PBS, The Songs of the Civil War features artists including Judy Collins, Waylon Jennings, and Richie Havens. They perform songs from the North and the South. And for co-producer Ken Burns, it was carrying on an important American tradition.
Television is our electronic campfire now. This is where we sit around and sing our songs.
Over on HBO Showcase this weekend, there's Men and Women 2, a 90-minute trilogy of stories based on the works of celebrated American authors.
Marty, home already.
In Carson McCullers' A Domestic Dilemma, Andie MacDowell stars opposite Ray Liotta as a housewife losing her battle with the bottle. For McDowell, it was all too familiar.
My mother was an alcoholic. I grew up with an alcoholic, so I didn't have to wonder what she was like. I didn't have to do any homework.
In Irwin Shaw's Return to Kansas City, Matt Dillon stars as a boxer forced by his ambitious wife, played by Kira Sedgwick, to take on a fight he is ill-prepared to win.
I think it's a universal story, their relationship. You know, she's unhappy. She feels like he should make more money. And I was talking to somebody recently, and they threw some statistic at me that most of the relationships that end in America, that end in divorce, it's usually caused by financial problems, you know.
And Henry Miller's Mara is the story of a brief but passionate encounter between a Parisian prostitute, played by Juliette Binoche, and an American writer, played by Scott Glenn.
Hasn't anybody ever treated you right?
Paris, as far as I'm concerned, is the star of the piece. And I'm just kind of going along for the ride.
That HBO trilogy starts airing Sunday night. The Songs of the Civil War is on most PBS stations Saturday night. Michelle Lee is best known as the strong, responsible one on the long-running soap Knots Landing, but her latest TV project is a distinct departure.
33, take one, marker.
In My Son Johnny, Michelle Lee tackles the difficult issue of sibling violence. She plays the mother of two boys involved in a deadly rivalry.
Well, you both are so handsome. I wish your father were here to see.
Mama, please, don't.
Michelle says the project has opened her eyes to the seriousness of sibling violence. According to her, statistics on this little-known problem are startling.
The cases are far beyond child abuse and wife beating. And very often the parent perpetuates this by really not understanding what is transpiring.
Ma, please, don't cry. Me and Anthony are going out for some fun tonight.
Rick Schroeder and Corin Nemec play her sons, and despite the violence of the material, Michelle says the three have grown quite close. Ironically, Schroeder was once a playmate of her own son, David.
They were always at our house, and so it's really delightful for me to be now playing Mommy.
The new project is a distinct departure for Michelle. For the last 12 years, she's been a regular on the hit series Knots Landing. Michelle says her role as Karen is a comfortable challenge, and one she doesn't mind growing into.
Be Grandma Karen on Knots Landing.
My Son Johnny airs this coming season on CBS. Coming up this weekend, find out about the movie that all the stars are going to see that has a lot of other people up in arms. The story is this weekend on Entertainment Tonight.
We think Smith's employees pay the lowest prices in the Northwest for furniture, appliances, and electronics. This is because of Smith's tremendous buying power and our special employee purchase plans. Now, for the first time ever, everyone in the Northwest can buy like a Smith's employee. That's right. For a very limited time, you can buy anything Smith sells at the same low prices available to our employees and still buy with long-term deferred financing. So before you make any purchase for your home, remember, you can buy like an employee today at Smith's.
Great back-to-school outfits must have cost Mom plenty.
Not at Burlington Coat Factory.
Your friends are going to like those clothes. Expensive?
Not at Burlington Coat Factory.
Off to school? Bet those outfits cost a lot.
Not at Burlington Coat Factory.
With all these great clothes, why do they call it Burlington Coat Factory?
Because they have more of these than anybody.
Besides, ever try to say Burlington boys, girls, tops, pants, sweaters, skirts, jackets, blouses, jeans, Coat Factory?
Wow.
Summertime is Jeep sale time.
It's fun time.
It's rediscover American value time.
I'm ready.
Now's the time to save and make your getaway.
Now.
Get big cashback savings on Jeep Cherokee. Or get cashback on the original legendary Jeep Wrangler.
I've always wanted a Jeep Wrangler.
Don't wait. Summertime means better than ever Jeep deals.
It's a sale.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer where you can expect the best.
Looking for an easier way to take home 3 delicious kinds of Kentucky Fried Chicken? Introducing the KFC Variety Bucket. For just $9.99, you and your family get tender, juicy original recipe, spicy, tangy hot wings, and extra tasty crispy, all in the KFC Variety Bucket. So drop into KFC for 3 great tastes at 1 great price, $9.99.
Friday on News 8 at 5, as summer heat's got you hot under the collar, consumer reporter Tom Fuller showed you why this may be the summer to invest in air conditioning. Plus, we shared the moving story of a Soviet defector who's found a new home and a new life in Oregon. Coming up Monday at 5, will the Portland Police Bureau's snappy sports squad cars really help crack down on crime? Watch Monday's edition of News 8 at 5 and watch us work for you.
Air travel furnished and a promotional fee paid by Delta Airlines. From Europe to the Orient, from Mexico to Canada, Delta can fly you worldwide. At Delta, we love to fly, and it shows. Celebrating a birthday today, actor Timothy Hutton is 30. Madonna is 33. Actor Reginald Vell Johnson turns 39. Actress Leslie Ann Warren is 45 today. Actress Julie Newmar, 56. Actor Robert Culp is 61. And a double celebration in the Gifford family. Talk show host Kathy Lee Gifford is 38, and her husband, sportscaster Frank Gifford, is 61. Same birthday. I didn't know that. Have a great weekend and come back Monday prepared to check out the most unbelievable sideshow performers the law allows. As we check out for today, here is Paul Simon doing his thing last night before the multitudes.
On the next Good Evening, from skis to skates, from slopes to streams. See how far some couples go when they take the plunge. Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 8.
Can you see the music?
You can on a rock hot cup, yeah.
You can see the music.
Taco Bell, pick 'em up.
Free when you buy 32-ounce size. It's designed from a music master.
Like MC Hammer.
Just like God.
Get a free refill.
Scorpions, Bell Biv DeVoe.
Get to Taco Bell before they go.
To see the music.
Collect all 5 free rock hot cups, yeah.
Run for the bottom.
You work hard all day, and so does Paragon Cable.
Bottom line.